you don't hurt them, if you don't do bad things to them, if you're trying to mind your business, why should people dislike you? Tell me, why do you think people should dislike you? Share your comments. Let me know why. Because I don't think people should dislike you when you are a likable person. But shock on you, I have learned that you are not everybody's cup of tea. Everybody will not like you. The things you do are meant for certain people and not other people. If you want to have one child, it's okay. Go have that one child. If you want to get married in your 50s, please take your time. Let society not put you on pressure. Your life should make sense to you first, not society. Okay. Hey, don't let your life go unlived because it's never late. Never late. Hello, how are you doing? Happy New Month! I am excited for this month of October because it is my birth month. Yay! You know, I am excited about this year, particularly because if it wasn't for God, guys, some of us will not be here. But because God wants us here, and for a reason, He's keeping us here. So I'm really excited and I want to wish a happy birthday to every October baby. Oh wow, happy birthday. You know, I was thinking of the video that I can do for my birth month and I thought probably I can share with you 10 lessons that I have learned in my 30s. Yeah, I know. I know that I look 20, but yeah, let's move on. So I put down 10 lessons, life-changing lessons. Some of these lessons have impacted my life significantly. So number 1, people don't look at life the same way you do. Yeah, this one I learned the hard way. You know, because you are who you are. Probably, let's say you're a kind person. You think everybody's kind. I remember I used to wonder many times when people did me dirty. Yeah, when people did me dirty, I remember I would wonder, I'm like, but I don't hurt nobody. I don't backstab nobody. I don't go out trying to jeopardize anybody. I, in fact, never try to sabotage nobody. I am not trying to fail anybody. If anything, I want the best for everyone that I come across. Whether they like me, they don't like me, I want the best for everyone. I would always be concerned and be perturbed whenever someone would do something crazy. Sometimes these are things that are far-fetched. You'll hear someone say something about you that they know is not true because it isn't. I learned it the hard way that not everyone is like me. Not everyone thinks like you do. As you're thinking the world needs to be kind, there are people who don't care about kindness. They don't even understand what that is. So they're gonna do you dirty for as long as they can. And hey, I got liberated. This liberated me. Knowing that not everyone looks at life the way I do, liberated me. I don't expect people to reason the way I do, and so you shouldn't. I don't expect people to react the same way I would, given same circumstance. So I learned to look at people and take them as they are, not as I am. You understand? I don't know how many of you can relate. And I've had people make comments like, but how can someone do ABCD? Oh yes, someone can do it because that is who they are. So that thing that is so strange to you, to others it's so normal. They're actually wondering what is strange about it. You're talking of being kind, treating people with kindness. What business do some people have with kindness? Accept diversity. It doesn't have to be nice, but it's different. Accept the fact that people are different. They handle things differently, and embrace them in the way they are. That way you stop struggling, wanting to change people, wanting to influence them, wanting them to do things a certain way, or no, because you understand that they are different in their way. So understand them in the way that they are and address them in the way that they are. You might not like it sometimes, but it's okay. You can't change it, can you? Let us first listen to this message. This is a message from an organization that my siblings and I run that supports children through school. So listen to this message and then we will come back with number 2. Number 2, choose your battles. Not everything needs your attention. You know, we don't have to address everything. You really don't have to address everything. Sometimes you have to ignore certain things. Even when you're boiling inside, ignore. You don't have to fight over everything. Even when something seems unfair, you don't have to fight every battle. That is the one thing that I have learned, that I don't have to fight every battle. Some battles, leave them to the Lord. Some battles will fight themselves. Some battles will just die naturally. Don't give attention to everything. And you know, what this has taught me is it preserves my energy. It really preserves my energy. When you choose the battles to fight, you preserve so much of your energy. Because let me tell you, people will try you. Circumstances will try you. Situations will try you. But you don't have to engage. You don't have to. If you're someone who says, oh yeah, if somebody comes at me, I am going to give them my peace of mind, I am telling you that you don't have to give everybody a peace of mind. Preserve that energy. Not every battle is worth it. Yeah, if you have to fight, make sure that there's a return. I mean, imagine you're fighting a battle where you're both losing or you are losing. Some battles nobody wins. Even the winner has lost. So you don't have to fight every battle. And I'm so glad you guys, I am in that time of my life where I'm pursuing peace. Too much peace and little or no drama. You want to engage? No, sisemba nacho. Semba nacho this time. Last with it. It's not worth it. Don't fight. Number 3. You are not the savior. Leave some things to God. Wow. Let me even put my phone down on this one. So the one clear thing is, you know, when you're kind, when you want the best for people, when you want to see the good in people, you tolerate so much. You give people too much benefit of doubt. You give people too much grace, because that is who you are. And it is a good thing. But you have to know where you stop. Like, you get it? You have to know that this is as far as I can go. I can't reach everywhere. That's where you deal with people and they really don't want to change. You want the best for them, but they don't seem like they know what they want, or they want the best for themselves. And I know that there are people who have really gone through so much stress and trauma trying to save others. I have learned that I am not God, that I am limited as a human being. I can only do so much. and it's okay. When you try to save people, you end up broken, you end up disappointed, you end up bitter, you end up, which other words? Give me the words. When you are trying to lay your life down for others because you want to help them through their struggles, if they don't want to, you are going to die trying to save them. I hope that makes sense. You're going to lose yourself trying to save other people. When people want to be saved, they will actually be willing. They will be willing, they may struggle, but you can see someone that is willing. As much as they are struggling, through the struggle, they are still making some steps, however small they are. So, as much as we have to support one another, we have to be there for one another, we have to help one another, some things you just have to get on your knees and surrender to God and say, God, this situation, I'm giving it to you. We have told you that I love what life is teaching me because it is unburdening me. It's really unburdening me. And I hope that it can do the same for you, because some of the burdens we carry, we really don't have to. If God says, cast your burdens unto me, for I care, for you're like, no, I am going to carry my burdens, I'm going to carry other people's burdens, I'm going to carry the entire village's burdens, it means that you don't have faith in God. So, you can't save everybody. I'm so sorry. But please save as much, whatever you can. But you have to know that there's a place beyond which you can't, and let God take over when you get to that point. Number 4, your life should make sense to you first, not society. Okay. And I put in brackets, what will people say? What I have learned is that my life has to make sense to me first. I am so sorry to everyone who thinks they know what's best for me. I am so sorry to whoever feels I should be doing this and not the other. My life has to make sense to me first. If it does not make sense to me, I am not going to take it on until I understand it. You get it? Now that means that you are going to prioritize the things that are good for you, the things that are healthy for you, the things that are, your purpose. Your purpose doesn't burden you. Before you even go to what does society think. And I'm going to talk about this. Yeah, this conversation, but these lessons have been very uncomfortable. Yeah, it hasn't been like a smooth learning, and I'm excited to learn. Some of the things I have learned them painfully, very difficult. I've had to have difficult conversations. I have had to make difficult decisions. So I don't want you to be here listening to this and you think, oh, it is that easy. No. So I'm going to give an example. One common thing that we have is society expects when you reach a certain age, when you're out of school, you're in your 20s, now they're asking you, now you have to get married. Your friends are getting married, you're still single. You are on pressure. And then, let's say you choose a wrong partner because you want to please society. You get into that marriage. You are the one that is crying every night. You are the one whose life is in danger. You are the one that is in domestic violence. You are the one who's putting your health at risk. You are the one that is struggling with the burden of raising a family. You are depressed. You are stressed. You are bitter. You are broken. You are dying. In fact, the physical person is alive, but inside you are dead. Why? Because you did something to please society. Society does not stop there. It even comes into your home and is telling you, oh, have children. You need to have boys. You understand? If you're African, generally speaking, this doesn't sound new. Yeah, you need to have a boy child. You need to have an heir. You have your first daughter, second daughter, you're now stressed. Third daughter, you are now frustrated. Fourth daughter, you now want to commit suicide. Fifth, like you struggle because you're trying to give society a boy. Guys, we're going to talk about these issues because if we don't address the real issues and we sugarcoat them, we are not helping anybody. But let me tell you, when you have so many children, because you're trying to look for a certain sex that society wants you to have, you are the one going to be struggling to raise them. You are the one that's going to take care of that family. You're the one going to pay the school fees. You're the one going to pay the medical bills. You're the one that's going to provide the necessities. You're the one, and let us not pretend that raising one child is not the same as raising two. And it's not the same as raising 5. It is not. What else? I want you to look through your life and see those decisions you have made, not because you want to, but because that is what society expects. And I want you to think through them. Think through them and correct them. Correct those errors. I mean, society, I'm so sorry. I don't owe society my life. That is the one thing that is clear. I don't. Of course, as a person who lives in society, I'm not saying that to go and live recklessly. No. Live at peace with everyone. What is the Bible telling us about living, how you should live with your neighbors? Love one another as Christ loved us. If you want to have one child, it's okay. Go have that one child. If you want to get married in your 50s, please take your time. If you don't want to get married, take your time. If you want to get married, please get a good spouse and marry. Let society not put you on pressure. Well, I have been on pressure. I'm not saying that I do what I want. I have done some things because that is society's expectation, but I'm unlearning that. You see, the lessons I have learned. Yeah, I've learned that it has to make sense to me first because it's my life. Unless it's really not something that affects me individually, that's a different thing. But if it affects me individually, then it has to make sense to me first. And let me tell you, when it makes sense to you first, and you do what makes sense to you, it is going to make sense to society. It's not like when we choose what's good for us, then we have gone against society. It may look like that at the beginning, especially when there are people who are taking advantage of you being in under their control. But let me tell you, in the long run, everybody's happy. When you're happy, everybody around you is happy. Because when you're not happy, you are stressing everybody around you. So it's important that your life makes sense to you first before it makes sense to everybody. It will make sense to those that it will. Okay, number 5. You are not everyone's cup of tea. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Well, you are not everybody's cup of tea. Absolutely, absolutely. Everyone doesn't connect with you. I really want to speak to people who are people pleasers, or you try to, be nice to everyone because, I mean, why should people hate you? Why should people hate you? If you don't hurt them, if you don't do bad things to them, if you're trying to mind your business, why should people dislike you? Tell me. Why do you think people should dislike you? Share your comments. Let me know why. Because I don't think people should dislike you when you are a likable person. But shock on you. I have learned that you are not everybody's cup of tea. Everybody will not like you. And I think I've done a video on why everybody doesn't like you and why it doesn't matter. Maybe I'm going to share it. I know by this video you will not have seen it, but I'm definitely going to share it. I'm still editing it. But you are not everybody's cup of tea. The things you do are meant for certain people and not other people. Just like everyone is not your cup of tea. Recently, I was having tea with a friend of mine, and they got this cake, which they tasted, and like, oh my God, this is not a nice cake. They even put it down. So I tasted, and guess what? It was my favorite. I even told her, I love this cake. She couldn't believe it. We all looked at each other and laughed. And indeed, I mean, we are different. What appeals to someone may not appeal to you. So you, and I'm saying me, I am not everybody's cup of tea. You are not everybody's cup of tea because you're not meant to be. I don't know if there's anything that everyone welcomes the same way. I don't think it's there. I mean, even life in itself, we all want life, we want to live life, but life doesn't treat us the same way. So what you do doesn't have to appeal to everyone. And I think I've learned this especially through my digital creation journey. I have learned that when I'm doing content, not everybody will like it because it doesn't appeal to everybody. It is appealing to those it appeals to. So I am not going to jump onto, say, trends, or now because people are talking about this, I'm jumping onto that. And now because this is going viral, I'm jumping onto that. No. I am talking about what it is that I'm supposed to talk about. And there are people it appeals to, and there are people it does not appeal to. And that is okay. And even as you live your life, wherever you are, in your workplace, in your neighborhood, in your family circles, in your friend circles, in your schoolmate circles, in your OBs, OGs, alumni, whatever, all those groups you're in, you don't appeal to everybody there. And it's okay. You don't have to. You don't have to. And because of that, I mean, yeah, I do what I'm supposed to do. You don't have to like it because probably I am not your cup of tea. But when I am, you will like it. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So with that, it has helped me not to really do things that I think people will like. No. I will do the things I'm supposed to do. Those who will like them will like them. Those who won't will not. Okay. I don't want this video to be very long. I'm going to do a part 2 where we are looking at lesson 6 to lesson 10. I don't know what you think about what we have looked at so far, but just looking at these 5 points that we have gone through, it's taught me freedom. Freedom to do what I want to do. Freedom to be who I am, unapologetically, by the way. Whatever decision you're going to make concerning your life, be at peace with it. Seek guidance. Pray about it. Talk to the people that you trust, people that mentor you, people that counsel you, people whose advice you value, people that have genuine good intentions for you. Where you need to, let them guide you through and eventually make a decision that is good for you. Some of the things that give us headaches really don't have to if we start unlearning, relearning, and learning new things. I am going to come back in part 2 and we continue with the rest of the lessons. Until then, see you in part 2.